Hi everyone, welcome to the last picture on this page of 12 designs from Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford. We're using Polychromos pencils. It's quite sad, isn't it, that we've got to the last one. It feels quite quick. I guess I've only done them over 2 or 3 days, but I have enjoyed every one, and I am looking forward to this last one, not because it's the last one, because that is, as I say, quite, oh, wrong way, quite sad. Let's just make it further away, that'll help. Because it's just this cute little boat. Look at it, it's such a sweet little design. Now we've got a sort of nighttime, oh, I can't get my buttons right, sorry, I'm making you seasick. Got this sort of nighttime look to it, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think I'm just going to start on the boat. Let's just get going. Oh, I'm going to use the raw umber, and I'm just going to go over all the boat. I'm going to do it as a sort of wood boat. So let me just hold the page still. Let's put the raw umber over all of it. It is 11:45. I'm feeling a little bit hungry, but I thought if I finish this page and this video, then I can be exporting off the camera while I'm having my lunch. Right, it's just a rough initial glaze almost, and then I'm going to add some different colours, and we'll go back, we'll probably do another layer of that at the end. So let's just sharpen up. This is the Van Dyke brown, and what I'm thinking is this initial bit up here, I'm thinking that might be slightly rounded, so I'm going to try something that I don't normally do on little boat pictures. Let's put a darker bit here, so it's almost like a line on the very bottom. Scumble it slightly towards the middle, so basically do another line just above it but lighter, using a sort of round and round motion. Go around the end, oh snap, and across the top again with a line. I'm just going to brush that away. So take your time. I'm trying to take my time. I'm not very good at taking my time. And then scumble that as well, so we don't have a like sort of thick line. Hopefully keep scumbling both in, so we've got a slightly lighter bit in the middle. I think I need a bit darker here. There we go. Now underneath here I want a shadow, and I'm going to have to go significantly darker than that Van Dyke brown, so I'm just going to use the dark sepia just to put a shadow underneath here. I need to sharpen that so that it looks like it's sort of overhanging the rest of the boat. This might be a bit too fussy for you. Have to go to all this detail just for the boat if you don't want to. Right, now our boat still looks a bit plain, so I think I'm going to grab this raw umber again and just do another layer, because I feel like it needs a bit more, but perhaps it would be a little bit darker down here. So I'm going to layer up there a bit more, and then a bit less sort of here, maybe a bit darker here. And along the bottom, and then just sort of gently do a bit less towards that centre point there. I do want to emphasise those lines, the wiggly lines. I'm going to use the Van Dyke brown for that, and just go underneath them very slightly to make it look as if we've got some shadow underneath, as if they're little panels of wood on our boat. It's fiddly work. it's too fiddly for you, you can go over the top of the line. I probably am anyway without realising. Also, you can just not do this if it's too fiddly for you. Now I want a few more lines on there, not so dark. I'm going to try to use my raw umber to put a few more lines on my boat, but I've sharpened it. I think it wouldn't just be flat. This obviously didn't work very well because some of it didn't show up. We'll try it again with the Van Dyke brown this time. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. That's better. Okay. Now let's have a look at this little bit of water. I'm going to try doing green water instead of blue. This is light phthalo green. I'm going to use this because I've got a lot of... No! Is it on an island? And this is... yeah. I think the water is here. Now I might be very wrong. And that it's sort of pulled up to an island. And this is an island. Do you think? That's how I'm going to do it. I might be really wrong. Let's do a little sandy beach. Let's grab our brown ochre. Do this around the edge. The front edge. Like this. There we go. Scumble it around a little bit. I don't want an exact blend. I want it to look a bit... this is the green gold. Like there's some shadow there. As if that's a bit lower down and this is sort of heaped up a bit. As if this bit's a bit higher. So I'm thinking she was imagining it. And then we want a lighter yellow. I'm going to go for this. What's this? Naples yellow. For the last bit. I might go over all of it in Naples yellow actually. Just to tidy it up a bit. There we go. So we've got a little island. Maybe that isn't how you imagined it, but it wasn't how I imagined it initially, but now I think, yeah, I think that makes sense. But, yeah. Right, I'm going to grab my permanent green and do some leaves. I know these are leaves, so let's go. I'm going to try and make them a little bit darker near the stem, but, you know, I might not be able to. Just see how it goes. My son's Discord, you see, it tells me what he's up to. He said he was playing a game, then it went off for a bit, and now he's playing it again. I wonder if he stopped and had a bit of lunch. Surely he didn't eat his lunch in that quick a time. But anyway, I'm not expecting him to be doing work while he's at uni in between classes. I expect he finished a little bit early. I think they usually do, and it's the last day before they've got a little bit of time off, so there might not have even been many people in the class. Right, oops. I haven't got much space here. I'm just going to move my pencils up a bit. Right. I'm going to do the mushrooms red. I just fancy doing red mushrooms. We haven't done any red ones on this page. We've done, well, we did Venetian red, but these are going to be proper red, because Venetian isn't proper red. What's she saying? Deep red. Here it is. Deep red is where we're going to start at the bottom on our little wide skirty bit. layer it up down here. This is going to be the most intense bit of colour, and then start to just do a bit less as you go up like that. Same, exactly the same on the one behind. I want them both to be the same colour. They're drawn in the same way, so I feel like they should be the same. There we go. Now I want a slightly lighter red. Is that lighter? I can't think. What's this one? This is the light cadmium red. We might end up going to orange actually as our final colour. I'm going to go over what I've done already and then take towards the tip like that. Obviously I'm avoiding these little round bits. They're probably going to be left quite pale like that, and then we will use this dark cadmium orange for the top. I think I'll start about here. I don't want to go right down to the bottom with the orange. There we go. Now under the circles I want to put a bit of shadow. I'm going to use the dark sepia. So under each of these, a bit of shadow. I'm also going to put it around there where that's overlapping. And I'm thinking here we've got a little mark. I'm just going to mark those in a bit at the top of the stem, just gently. Okay, I'm going to finish the stems while I think about it with a warm grey 3. Just simply fill it in. It's too narrow, too much more width. Our actual circular bits, I'm going to, yeah, I want the bistre. My bistre is really little. I'm sure if I've got another one. There it is, bistre. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit in there and there. Like that. We're going to finish that off a bit later with a white pen, but that's my start. The sun is coming in. These 3 mushrooms I think I'm going to do in a sanguine colour. I'm just going to sharpen the sanguine, and it's sort of sticking with the reddish brownish idea. Oh, it's right in my eyes, and that's better. If I look down, I can't see it. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter in the middle. I'm just trying to layer that sanguine up on the edges a bit more. Quite tricky actually. And again, keeping all these 3 the same, like we kept those 2 the same. Now our flowers, I'm struggling to decide what colour, which is why I haven't done them yet. Let's do that star first. Let's procrastinate a bit further. I'm going to use this Naples yellow that I used for my sand. It's nice and bright on there. Now you might want to put some glitter or something, or even draw a dark sky. I don't want to draw a dark sky, so I'm going to not do any more with that than that. But I need to do my little flowers. could go orange and tie it all together with a similar colour scheme, or we could put something a bit different in. I don't think pink or purple or blue is really going to cut it, so I think we might have to go orange. Or yeah, let's go grab this one. This is the cadmium orange. That's what I'm going to use. I'm a bit reluctant because I wouldn't normally use an orange for a flower that looks like this. Why not? I have no idea. I'm going to put a gentle layer across all of them first. There's no reason why. I just think they look like bluebells, and so I usually colour them blue. But sometimes it's good to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go up from there. Just see the lines that Johanna's drawn and try and colour more on those to give it a bit of shape. Quite difficult when it's so small. There we go. Now we're going to do some white pen work to finish this off. This is the Jelly Roll 10. And what I'm going to do is take out the top of each of our bits of circles here. Sorry, can't speak or breathe while I'm doing that. And then put a bit of shadow, shine even on the mushroom, like that. Could put a bit of shine on these actually, like that. And the only other thing I'm going to do is put some white dots on our sand, where Johanna has drawn some on the edges. Just going to go with that in white. Could do a few more to make it look a bit more like sand. I don't know whether that does or not. So what you could do with this is, as I say, put some glitter on those stars. I think what I'm going to do is actually get my yellow pencil, the Naples yellow, and just go over those black lines with a bit of yellow. I don't really want to use glitter. I haven't used it anywhere else on this page. But there we go. Yeah, I'm happy that that is done. I didn't want to rush it because I'm hungry, but and I'm worried that I did. But I think I'm happy with it. I don't think I missed out any details. The sun's coming out again. I am going to zoom out though so you can see the whole page. I'm just trying to make room on my desk so that oh, clunk, so that there's space. In a minute. Whoop, just dropping pencils on the floor. That's always good. Right. Takes a nice long time to zoom out so you don't feel too seasick. There we go. Oh, we've got our book that was underneath. So there is the completed page with all of our, let's take this piece of paper out. That one is marking the page underneath that I'm colouring at the minute. So there it is. Do you want a sneaky peek of the page that I'm doing? There is the completed page. Here is the one I'm doing. There. I've only just started, as you can see. I've got to continue with those leaves all round and on this side as well. But there we are, another completed page in the new book. How exciting. Thank you for joining me for this series. I have really enjoyed it and I really hope that you have as well. I hope you join me for my next one, whatever that might be. But for now, have a super day and happy colouring.